So this week is one of the most important key moments in our home renovation project.
And it will completely transform our house.
It's a massive day because the windows and bifold doors are going in and the house is starting to become watertight.
And also it'll get nice and warm as we head towards the winter months because it has been pretty cold recently.
That'll be nice, won't it?
So all of the work that's gone into our home renovation over the last 12 weeks is finally starting to pay off.
But there's lots of other stuff going on as well. So the roof is finally getting finished. And Finn and Lee installed the wiring, light switches and sockets in all of the rear extension and the garage extension. This episode couldn't be more transformative because once you've got walls and a roof, next you need windows and doors, and you got yourself a home. But for now, let's get back to the windows and doors. Here they were getting delivered earlier today.
Lee's worst joke, it's a right pain then. Looks huge.
I know, look at them.
I know, it's so exciting.
Just like how massive those frames are.
I know.
I'll take that one if you like.
Debbie.
Right, got it, thank you.
You're not going to take that one on your own then?
No.
He'll get it on his own. What he will. Wouldn't each hand him.
What's your language, Mr. Ross?
So, the really nice big window was wear a tongue.
Imagine if it all goes horribly wrong. Shut up. Shut up. Hold him. Yeah.
So as you can see, Lee and Finn have got the frame in for the huge bifold door on the rear extension. And those packing pieces, inflatable shims or whatever you want to call them, you know, they're using a couple here at the top. So there's one on the left there and then there's another on the right. And this is how Lee used it to set the level of the frame. As you can see, he's just pumping it up to adjust the position on the spirit level. And what they're doing at the moment is they're squeezing down on the frame, which is keeping it nice and firm. And then there's just a little bit of expanding foam being put in, just here. So not only does that fill the gaps, but it also just partially bonds the frame. And then that'll allow them to make sure that it's all squared up, it's where they want it to be. And then they can put the screws through, which secure it in place. And we've got a frame for one of the big tall windows that we've got. And then they're currently working on these ones on the right hand side at the moment. But we've got a small problem in that this scaffold pole here is just interfering and not allowing them to position that frame how they want it. So they're just going to trim that back a little bit. There we go, problem solved. So we can get back to putting this window frame in now.
Move all in now.
You can see the shims that they were putting in to level it up, and then also the foam that was going down the sides just to hold it firmly in place while they get the screws in. And did you say this type of screw screws directly into the stone? You don't need a plug?
Concrete screw.
Ah, I see, right, okay.
Go straight in.
Oh, wow. Right, so the glazing's not even in yet, but the frames themselves are already looking amazing. And it really is going to transform the rear extension, because by the end of the day it'll feel like a home. It looks a bit awkward, and it probably is, but these guys know what they're doing. Oh wow, it just looks incredible, doesn't it? So Lee and Finn are following the exact same process fitting this bifold door as the one earlier. So let's go back to the rear extension bifold doors because it's glazing time. All of the glass is starting to go in and it's a time consuming job. And as you can see, the light's starting to go. But once Lee sets himself a target, then he won't be deterred. The best thing I can do is take care of refreshments to help keep him going. Right, I'll get the kettle on.
Thank you.
Let's have a jump outside, because last night Lee and Finn stayed late because they were really so focused on getting all of the glass and all of the doors in. And just look how incredible those massive bifolds are looking. Tall window at the left, tall window at the right, another couple of tall windows, and then together with the Velux that were installed previously, just look at it. Just incredibly light in here now, and it's quite a dull day outside. Anyway, I'm sure that you can hear, and a bit of work is starting already, because this is going to be another exciting highlight of today. So Finn's here, he's a keen lad. So if we just look from here, this is like a temporary barrier and temporary doors, which was segregating the old garage from the new garage in here. So later on today, for the first time, we're going to see this all opened up. I'll be able to stand at those garage doors at the front and then just survey the expanse of my new garage. Let's have a little tour through the garage, because it's been opened up for the first time today. And as you can imagine, this was just a normal double garage going back here. But now it just keeps going and going and going. And in fact, it's 12.5 meters long, which technically means at a pinch, it's a 6-car garage, and it's 5.5 meters wide. And then up here, you can see this vaulted ceiling, which means lifting space. And then you probably know already from the videos that I have a high-spec concrete in here that's steel reinforced with double steel reinforcing and deeper across the middle, ready for a 2-post lift. So the roofers have been busy getting these ridge tiles on today. So you can see this is the garage extension roof. And what they actually do is they run down to ground level and then they eye this up to check that the level's how they want it.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, so we're eyed it up and it's looking good. So now Rocky can get on with the pointing. And it's looking really good. And there's still some lead work to finish off and the final row of tiles where the new roof meets the wall of the house. And so you can see here that Lewis is preparing some lead, cutting it to size, and then he can take it up there and shape it. And then he'll grind some slots into the original wall of the house, and that'll allow him to put the lead into the slot and then point it in, making it watertight. And on the main rear extension roof, there's just the final row of tiles where they meet the house, and then the lead work, which of course also has to be ground into the existing wall and pointed in. So let's move on to some of the work that's being done on the electrics. So these ceilings and the walls are going to be boarded for plastering soon. And that means with our help, the guys need to plan where the electrics are going to go for all of the lights and the sockets. And these guys use a laser quite a lot in order to align what they're doing. And I must admit, I never really considered getting one, but when I see how much they use it, then it does make me consider it. Because hopefully you can just see the laser line going all the way across the roof here. And that's telling Finn exactly where to drill through to run his cables. A spirit level and a laser.
Yeah.
So those sockets will be spot on.
Should be. Better be.
So we're just marking out where the peninsula is going to go. It's not an island because it's only open at one end, and this is to do with the lighting, because then we can work out where the lighting needs to be above it. And they're doing all the wiring for the spotlights right now and the little drop lights that come down over the peninsula. Can't believe we didn't get a smiley face then. Lee's got a lot of experience, so often we'll just say to him, okay, where's the best place for spotlights in the kitchen?
So basically we'll bring them lights further in, so when that door opens, you've got a set of run lights straight through.
Yeah.
And so now, with the positions agreed, Finn and Lee are making it happen. So it may look a little bit chaotic, but this will all get tidied up before the boards go on. The main thing is all the wires are in place ready to drop down where they're needed.
Wow, I'm super happy with these bifolds and windows. They really transform the extension.
Oh wow, yeah. So the amount of light in this space is amazing. Next week will be another huge week for our home renovation. Because the underfloor heating pipes are getting laid, the concrete screed gets poured and levelled, And the rear extension gets insulated and boarded, ready for plastering.
So to be sure not to miss the next steps in our home renovation project, please consider subscribing and we hope to see you next time.
Thanks for watching, bye for now.